This is Star Wars: The Vintage Collection, Kit Fisto. The figure is part of the fourth wave of the Vintage Collection figures, and it is part of the Attack of the Clones wave. And here is the packaging. It's a nice shot of him. I think on Geonosis. I think that's I don't know if that's the part where he pushes C-3PO, because 3PO's head was on top, was attached by mistake to a battle droid or something like that. But anyway, big fan of this Jedi Knight. Here was the first release of the figure as an Attack of the Clones figure, and here is the rest of the assortment for the wave, at least most of them. Okay, I've never had a movie Kit Fisto figure as accurate as this one. The only other one I have was this one. I'm sure some of you have seen this guy when I did my Clone Wars, Kit Fisto Clone Wars figure, and he's not a bad figure. He just lacks a lot of articulation, and he's topless. But what a big difference a few years make for Hasbro. This one just really nothing compared to this one. This one's not a bad figure. Paid a hefty price for him just to track him down as a I think I got it as still a carded figure, and I opened it up. Paid a good price for it, but slightly higher than retail. But anyway, okay. On to this figure. This figure is one of the best figures in the wave, and I'm really happy with this one. Hasbro really did a good job on this one. Very well detailed. They didn't spare anything for this one. It is just amazing. He comes with his Jedi cloak. No base, because it's a vintage figure. He comes with an ignited lightsaber that is similar to what Luminara has. Very nicely detailed. And hold on. He also comes with an extra lightsaber or hilt that's unignited. I think it's still the same clear plastic that they repainted, but they just chopped off. You can remove this one. I've just attached it. Now I don't want to remove it because it's a little bit difficult to put it on. So anyway, here's the figure. Very cool. He also comes with some soft goods with his lower garb, his waist cape or whatever you call it. The front part is made of rubbery plastic, and there's a little bit of an overlap of his Jedi uniform on his shoulders. That's why it's very difficult for you to make his hands move closer to his chest. This part of the uniform hinders articulation, but that's fine. The other noteworthy thing that they've added here is, well, let me just talk about articulation later. Well, let's talk about it now. Okay, articulation is a ball jointed neck. He's got a ball jointed upper torso, which is very cool. Ball hinge shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists. He's got a ball hinge hip, which is what I was about to say a while ago. He's got ball hinge knees, ball hinge ankles. The hip articulation is really such a big thing for me, considering the fact that some of these vintage figures just had plain swivel hips. So it's nice to see really the better articulated figures making it through the vintage line. And as I've said, I'm a big fan of articulation, and if you watch my review of the Clone Trooper and the Sand Trooper, you'll know what I mean. I love the new articulation that Hasbro has done. The only sad thing about this figure's articulation is really the neck, and it's really because he's got so much lekku, am I saying it correctly, lekku, that it's very difficult to move the head about. But that's fine, that's Kit Fisto for you. So, Let me just straighten them up. Okay, there you go. It's a great figure overall. If you're a big fan of this Jedi, this is the most definitive figure there is out there for Kit Fisto. If you're not a fan of him, I mean, you know, it's hard not to be a fan of this guy. He's such an awesome character in the movies and even on the show, the Clone Wars cartoon. And I think Hasbro really did a good job on this one. Very little complaints about him. Pain Apps is just stellar. I've seen several of him on when I was going around. I saw a couple of these figures. Any of the figures you could have easily gotten and didn't have to complain about the paint apps while looking at it in packaging. As I said, Hasbro's paint apps quality control are spot on when it comes to Star Wars figures, and I wish they could migrate it to the Marvel figures. So anyway, there it is. Wonderful, just a wonderful figure. If you can still find it on retail, this is an immediate pickup. I mean, don't even think about it. Perfect addition to your vintage collection. So there you go. Star Wars, the vintage collection from the Attack of the Clones wave, Kit Fisto. I hope this video has been insightful and somewhat informative for many of you who are actually thinking of getting this figure. Thanks for watching.